and our very own Glenda. So Friday's gig, did you enjoy those?
I ball, I really did. You know, Westlife get criticised so much for being the four lads sitting on the stools crooning away, but they really pulled out the stops for this tour. I mean, it was brilliant. They were all singing, all dancing, back to their best.
And they absolutely talk about them sitting on stools, because do you ever see them move off it? The whole crowd goes mad.
I know, but you know, people are always giving them guff about it. But like, I mean, the opening was an extravagant. They came down over the roof on these four chairs, and from there we just never stopped.
What is the noise level like though, Glenda?
It's just unreal. Even when I did the tour backstage with Nicky beforehand, like I'd say then about 20 minutes, half an hour to go, and I kind of picked up the curtain, and he was like, "No, get ready for this." And I picked up the curtain, and all of them start screaming, you know.
I can see you people out.
Yeah, but everyone, like, even when I was talking to Wonderland in the corridor, all the lads were coming in, and they were just like, shh, and they would walk by with their head down because they just didn't want. They wanted to wait till they got into costume before all the girls were hanging out.
Even Louis has to wait until the lights go down to go out and watch us because he can't go out and get absolutely mobbed.
The whole crowd turns around to look at Louis. So like the boys are on stage, and then it's like Louis, that's all you hear. So if you're walking with them, it's like, oh God.
You'd be mortified yourself.
Tell me, you produced this album and a single out. What's happening there?
Yeah, well, they famously have just left their 10-year contract with Simon Cowell's Psycho Records, and they've signed with RCA, which is a division of Sony. Now, the original contract is for one Greatest Hits album. They're going to record 4 new songs. They're flying in John Shanks, who's probably their favourite record producer. They're also bringing in Ryan Tedder from One Republic. And they're going to release 4 new tracks, and they're going to have 16 Greatest Hits. It's going to have 20 tracks on, and it's also, they're going to pick the songs. It's not necessarily going to be their 14 number ones. It's going to be their favourites.
Is the flavour going to change now when they're collaborating with you producers, or is it going to be classic Westlife, or are they going to move in a different direction?
I think the whole group has changed somewhat over the last, certainly I think the direction has, because they were kind of getting a bit stale and a bit sick with the old kind of banging out one album every year, then a tour, and they were getting frustrated because Simon Cowell himself admitted that he didn't have time to devote to them, so they ended up releasing 1 single, 1 album, and then they're off for like 6 to 8 weeks a year. They were getting frustrated, they were getting upset. I think this new contract is going to really pump life into them, and I think you saw that at the weekend.
Yeah.
They were on fire, they were back to that, they had the families backstage, the kids were running around.
It's actually lovely.
It's amazing
with all these
how down to earth they are.
Yeah, really cute.
Now, Mark and Shane, what's the story about Private Sex? Tell me more about that.
Well, Shane, his eldest daughter is starting school, and he didn't want to miss any of it, so instead of staying in hotels and renting cars, he rented a private plane. So he was actually flying back to Sligo each night from any of the gigs in the UK and Ireland, just so he could be there in the morning when she woke up, and then he'd fly back over.
I would have went to school if I was getting a private jet to it. Every day I would have went.
No, it's definitely not.
He said that if you take in the cost of renting a car to drive you around, the hotel cost, it's actually not much of a difference. And you know what I mean? As he said, you'll never get those years back. And it just shows that the measure of the
car and a jet is the same.
Well, it was probably an Air Ireland.
Yeah, right. We'll work out your code, so thank you very much for joining us for that Westlife chat. Now, Liam Neeson